Got the young Akium. Y'all ready?
What's up, bro? 40 years old. 40 years old. Still wearing your pants. So your asshole can show.
Gonna start off, man. Y'all ready?
Too old for this.
We on time, bro. What time is it? Yeah, like we late.
No, just
We on time, brother.
I thought I was.
On time. I'm gonna start off. Want to first give honor, thanks, and glory to the Most High. Baba Kwasha Abba Nawah Yahweh Bahashem He Mashat Yahweh Shah. The water. So we the 12 tribes of Israel. We're here to bring our people back to their nationality to get the benefits from God for keeping the laws. Get you out of these curses. Because all that Christianity, all that Judaism, all that Nation of Islam, all those are false religions just to keep us separated. Because we got to come back under one banner, Hebrew Israelites, to get the blessings from God. Give me the Proverbs 124. Proverbs. Oh, you got the Proverbs?
Yeah.
Proverbs 124.
I get it.
Isaiah 1 and 3.
What he said, Isaiah?
Come.
Yeah.
Jeremiah 17:4. Bring it out.
Proverbs chapter 1 verse 24. Because I have called and you refused, I have stretched out my hand.
So the Most High stretching out his hand every Saturday. We come out here, try to warn you, try to give you these laws, statutes, and commandments. The Most High is giving you his hand out, and y'all leaving them hanging. Because our people are stiff-necked. We don't want to hear nothing. We don't want to learn nothing. We don't want to do nothing. Read on.
And no man regarded.
So the Most High got his hand out, and we leaving them hanging. We just walking by the hand. We come out here every Saturday. We don't want no money. We trying to get your salvation in order. Read, King.
But ye have set at naught all my counsel.
So knock all the counsel. That means I don't want to hear that Bible. I don't want to hear nothing y'all talking about. Read on.
And with none of my reproof, I also will laugh at your calamity.
So the Most High gonna laugh when you get ready to get in a car accident, or when you finna get shot and you start calling, oh Lord, please help me, save me, save me. He gonna laugh at you because you don't want to hear none of his word. You want to keep his laws. Read.
I will mock when your fear cometh.
The Most High gonna mock you when you get in your car accident. He don't care about you no more because you're not keeping the laws. You have no hedge of protection around you. That's it on that.
When your fear cometh as desolation, and your destruction cometh as a whirlwind.
Yeah, was it on that. So I'm here to teach you a nationality. Get you out of these false doctrines. I'm gonna give you some nationality. I'm gonna give you a couple curses. And I'm gonna give you the requirements so you know your nationality. We need to go over this over and over. Israel, Shalom. I like that black. Read on, King.
Isaiah chapter 1 verse 3. The ox knoweth his owner,
The ox knows his owner. Go ahead.
and the ass his master's crib.
Go ahead.
But Israel does not know.
Our people don't know. We tell you every day and night you're an Israelite. They don't know, they don't care. Read on.
My people doth not consider.
So we don't want to know nothing. Our people don't want to know nothing. We just want to know about folly. We want to know about Freaknik. We want to know about who got the loud. Who want to know who got the good gas. Who got the votes. You got to do these law, statutes, and commandments or you will be destroyed.
Right.
Most High not playing with y'all anymore. The time has come. Read what you got, King.
It's Jeremiah chapter 17.
So these are 4 heavy hitter verses for nationality. I got Isaiah 1 and 3, Jeremiah 17:4, Psalms 83:4, Luke 21:24. You need to memorize these, have these on file. So when somebody run up, ask about your nationality, we know it. I gave you something else? Give me the Psalms 83:4.
Jeremiah 17 verse 4.
Heavy hitter. Read.
And thou, even thyself, shall discontinue.
So we discontinue from our heritage. We don't know our nationality. What's your nationality, ma'am? Y'all know your nationality? African American. See, that's not a nationality. You are an Israelite from the 12 tribes of Israel, according to the Bible. There's no such thing as an African American. Read on.
From thy heritage that I gave thee.
So the Most High gave you a heritage. You You've been cut off from your heritage. That's why they call you the lost sheep, the lost tribes of Israel. You've been cut off. You don't remember. That's it on that, right?
Some more. And I will cause thee to serve thy enemies.
So that's what we're doing now. We're in America following the white Jesus.
Right.
Even though in the Bible it says he's black, got burnt brass skin. So why you still following this white Jesus? Probably got it in your house. Read. Shalom.
In the land which thou knowest not, for ye have kindled a fire in my anger, which shall burn forever.
So the Most High is upset with his 12 tribes, his children, his elect, his chosen people. We won't follow God's laws. So we keep getting put on the bottom of society. Read what you got, King.
Book of Psalm, chapter 83, verse 4. They have said, come and let us cut them off from being a nation.
So the Most High has cut us off from being a nation. Brother, you ever remember being called an Israelite? Exactly. Read on. Read on.
That the name of Israel may be no more and remember.
See, he didn't remember he was called an Israelite. None of our people remember that. We've been cut off from that nation. We won't remember.
You bring it out today? You gonna bring it out?
Yeah.
Come, that's it. Get my cash. Give me that.
This is Luke, chapter 21, verse 24.
4:15.
And they shall fall by the edge of the sword.
So today is the Israelites. We got conquered back in Jerusalem. Because we want to keep the laws. Same thing we're doing now. Read on.
And shall be led away captive.
So we got led away captive. We went through the Atlantic slave trade. Read.
Into all nations.
So that's why we scattered into the four corners of the earth. Because the Most High was upset with us. We didn't follow the laws. It wasn't nothing no other nation did. It was the Most High did it to us. Come on up.
And Jerusalem shall be trodden down of the Gentiles until the time of the Gentiles be fulfilled.
So Jerusalem is trodden down with Gentiles until the time is fulfilled, till the Most High return, till Yahweh shall return. Right now we're lost in America following false doctrines, Christianity.
No, that was for the camera, my bad. That was for the camera.
Judaism. Read what you got, King.
Book of Deuteronomy, chapter 28, verse 49. The Lord shall bring a nation against thee from far, from the end of the earth, as swift as an eagle flies.
So the eagle fly, that's America. America came swift from the north and conquered us and put us in slavery. Read.
A nation whose tongue thou shalt not understand.
So we was chilling in Africa. These crackers done captured us. We didn't understand what the hell they were talking about. We were speaking Hebrew. We didn't speak that bastard language they speak. Read on.
A nation of fierce countenance, which shall not regard the person of the old.
So they didn't care about young or old. They was feeding our children to alligators. They was killing the old people because they figured they weren't worth nothing. Y'all about to see me out shop out there. I'm lying on that. I'm praise. Does it on that?
Nor shew favor to the young.
So they was giving our kids the alligators so they can make some alligator shoes. They didn't care nothing about young or old. Read the precept for that, Ak.
It's the book of Baruch, chapter 4, verse 14. Let them that dwell in Zion come, and remember ye the captivity of my sons and daughters, which the everlasting have brought upon them.
So the Most High brought this nation from afar. It's gonna rain. Most High got a sprinkling on us. Bring the Deuteronomy 28:15.
Deuteronomy chapter 28, verse 15. But it shall come to pass, if thou wilt not hearken to the voice of the Lord thy God.
So we don't want to hearken to the voice of the Lord thy God. We just want to do what we want to do. We think he know our heart. I'm good, I go to church on Sunday. All this other folly, you got to actually do something to receive something. You can't get something for nothing. Read on.
To observe, to do all his commandments and his statutes, which I command thee this day, that all these curses shall come upon thee and overtake thee.
So we the cursed people. Everybody not cursed. There's people in Africa, they saying there's Hebrew Israelites, but they don't fall under all the curses. So I disagree with that. Bring 16. Let me get a couple curses.
You doing all right today? Good to see you.
Verse 16. Cursed shall thou be in the city.
So cursed in the city, that's big among black people. Every city you go to, you're gonna see some brothers hanging out in the inner city, gang banging, smoking, drinking, whatever, in the inner city. That's us. You don't see no Chinese people hanging out in the inner city. You don't see no Russians hanging out. You don't see nothing but the black man hanging out. Read on. And the Mexican, my bad, you're gonna see one of these people off this 12 tribe charts hanging out, to be exact. Read on.
And cursed shall thou be in the field.
Picking cotton, picking onions, picking watermelon, picking tomatoes. We picked everything in this country. If we didn't do it, Issachar did it. So they off the 12 tribe chart. Somebody off this chart is gonna fall under them curses. I ain't never seen Chinese pick nothing. What the Africans, what they pick? Come on, man, they pick up dirt, man, make mud pies with them. Come on. A couple more curses, Rocky. Let me get some curses and drop the bottle. Deuteronomy 28, give me the 30, 32. 28, 32.
Get that water.
32. Deuteronomy chapter 28, verse 32. Your sons and daughters will be given unto another nation.
So that's what's going on at the borders. They're taking the Issachar kids, Slick, Judah kids. They're taking whoever they want to take, man. And these are curses on us. Read on.
While your eyes grow weary, looking for them day after day.
So if your kid get took by defect, you're going to want to try to get your kid back. You're going to be looking. You're going to try to figure it out. But go ahead.
With no power in your hand.
You ain't got no power, man. That kid gone, man. Wrap it up, man. Make another. That's all our people do. Once they get a kid took, they gonna make another. They don't even try to go find it. Let me get one more curse. Give me 46.
Deuteronomy chapter 28, verse 46. And they shall be upon thee for a sign.
So this the sign. This how you know you're an Israelite. All the curses. All the curses is a sign on us forever and ever. That's how we know who he is. Read on.
And the wonder, and upon thy seed forever.
So that's it on that. That's the curse. That's the sign of all the curses. That's how we know who he is. Give me Deuteronomy 10:12, man. I'm gonna get the requirements, man.
Deuteronomy chapter 10, verse 12. And now Israel, what doeth the Lord thy God require of thee?
Brother, you know you're an Israelite over there? You know that? Yeah. You know what the God require of you?
I don't know who he requires.
Read it for the brother, man.
And now Israel, what doeth the Lord thy God require of thee?
Bring it on!
But to fear the Lord thy God.
So you gotta fear God. Go ahead.
To walk in all his ways.
You gotta walk like God. Go ahead.
And to love him.
You gotta love him. Love him means keeping the commandments. Go ahead.
And to serve the Lord thy God with all thy heart and with all thy soul.
So that's what we gotta do, brother. Once you realize you're an Israelite, you gotta keep the commandments. Today is the Sabbath. We don't buy and sell on the Sabbath. We don't eat pork. We don't eat shellfish. No lobster, no crab. None of that. No cigarettes. Partying over with, know what I'm saying?
To keep the commandments of the Lord Yahweh and his statutes, which I command thee this day for thy good.
Dang, all right. Give me Genesis 49 and Ecclesiasticus 36:11. That sprinkle feels good, man. I ain't gonna lie. Cause it been hot, the Most High, he already know I need a little sprinkle. That's all I needed. It feels great. He ain't gonna do his wrong. He ain't gonna do his dirty. He know what's going on. Read, You ain't got it, Jeff?
49 and 1.
Huh?
This is book of Genesis, chapter 49, verse 1.
So this was going on, man. This was really going on right now.
And Jacob called unto his sons and said, gather yourselves together.
So we got to gather ourselves together, the 12 tribes of Israel, man. You got to come out of Christianity. You got to come out of all these false religions. They ain't doing nothing but separating us. You got one lady thinking she a Muslim. You got another lady thinking she Jehovah's Witness. We all separated. We are everywhere. But we got to come back under the 12 tribes of Israel or he's not going to return.
That's
Read on.
right.
that I may tell you that which shall befall you in the last days.
So he's saying you got to gather yourself back for the last days hit. Read what you got, King. That was it on that?
Yeah, that was it. Just one, right? Yeah. Sirach, chapter 36, verse 11. Gather all the tribes of Jacob together.
So we getting all these tribes together, man. We need Issachar. We need Levi, Asher. It's a lot of tribes, man. We got to gather back together. Read on.
And inherit thou them as from the beginning.
So from the beginning of time, we were together. We got separated. Now it's time to come back. Where we at? Give me Zephaniah 2:1. Romans 13:11. So it's time to wake up, black man. You're not an African American. That's not even a nationality. That's two different countries. You're not a Christian. You're not a Baptist. All them my slave master religions passed to you from your slave master. You're still a slave. That's why you have a slave master last name. What's your nationality, King? Nawabian? I'm confounded. Read on. Come on.
Zephaniah chapter 2, verse 1. Gather yourselves together. Yea, gather together, O nation, not desire.
So we the nation not desired. We the first fired, last hired. We getting gunned down in the street. You get pulled over by for a seatbelt. You might get gunned down if it's a white officer.
God.
Or if you're in Coweta County or one of them counties where they don't like black people.
Forsyth.
What's up, King?
Dr. York's teaching.
Dr. York's teaching.
That black consciousness.
Come.
That pyramids and shit.
That book that you had.
Malachi Z. York believed the Jews were black. You should believe that too.
Sis, can I get right
You
here?
shouldn't say
Can
you're
I-
a Wapi. You should say you're a Jew.
You a Jew, brother?
You believe.
Come a little closer, brother. We can't hear you that good. So you a Jew?
I'm gonna have to walk
What
back
nation
and
is
forth.
that?
That's all right. That's all right.
It's no religion. It goes back to Anu, from the beginning of times.
So what nation is that?
Yeah.
There's no nation?
No, it's no Nuwab. That goes back before time. There's no before time from the original. We're the original. There's no beginning. I ain't gonna say. I'm saying there's no beginning to us.
Can you fly to this place you're talking about?
No, I'm just saying that I respect y'all.
I respect you, brother. I just
I'm
asked
just
you.
saying we are the original people from the planet.
True that, but what nation do you belong to? You don't know?
I'm just
You're a
saying
lost
the
sheep,
Bible.
brother. You're a lost sheep, man. You're from the house of Israel.
I said the Bible.
That's a nation.
This is.
Can you fly to Nuwabi?
Anu from the beginning. Anu means beginning of time. Anu.
No.
It takes
You say you are part of the Nawapian nation, but Malachi Z. York himself came out with a book and said that all the
I'll
Jews.
say this.
Israel.
Bring it out. What was you about to say?
So
All
we
friends.
see Malachi Z. York knew you was an Israelite too. You was a Jew.
Detail, because he has the tablets. I studied the tablets. You know what the tablets is? The holy tablets. It's called the holy tablets.
Holy tablet.
Yes, sir.
You know about a couple tablets. But you just said you're an Israelite. So you gotta keep the commandments, man. You gotta keep the commandments, man. The Most High gonna judge you when He judges this whole kingdom, man. You gotta keep the commandments. Where we at? Romans 13:11.
Romans chapter 13, verse 11. And that knowing the time.
So you know what time it is, right, brother? It's time, brother. It's time. We gotta keep these laws and get up out of this kingdom. Read on. Right.
That now it is high time to awake out of
It's high
sleep.
time, man. This is the last quarter, man. We ain't gonna be no more time after this. It's high time to wake out of sleep.
For now is our salvation nearer than when we believe.
So the salvation of the Most High is near, man. He come back to redeem the 12 tribes of Israel. Ain't no everybody saved and none of that Gentile and all that heathen talk. It's a rap, man. He come back to redeem the 12 tribes of Israel. Read.
Luke chapter 4, verse 18. The Spirit of the Lord Yahweh is upon me.
So the Most High is putting the spirit upon every brother that's coming out here doing this work, man. We coming back to wake up our nation. We don't want no money. You don't see no hands out, nothing. We spending our own money coming out here all day and night to try to wake you up.
That's right.
Read on.
Because he have anointed me to preach the gospel to the poor.
So we coming out to preach the gospel to the poor. We have 5 points. You can't get no more poor than this. We in the middle of the ghetto. Read.
He have sent me to heal the brokenhearted.
So we trying to heal your broken heart, man. You following these false religions and false doctrine, your heart is all broke, man. Your mind is gone. Read.
To preach deliverance to the captives.
So we preaching deliverance to the captives. What church gonna tell you that? Church don't even bring it out like that. We trying to deliver the captives. Read on.
A recovering of sight to the blind, to set a liberty to them that are bruised.
So how are you blind? You following these false doctrines. You walking around blind, dead, the whole nine. You don't know what's going on. What's your nationality, King? Y'all know y'all nationality? Exactly. Know what I'm saying? Don't nobody know nothing. Read on. That was it? Come on. Give me, I got 3 more.
Salaki, I got a precept on.
Bring it out, King.
This Hebrews chapter 10, verse 25. Not forsaking the assembly of ourselves together, as the manner of some is, but exhorting one another, and so much the more, as ye see that day approaching.
You can break it down.
So just like Zephaniah 2:1 says, gather yourselves together. Shalom. Old nation not desired. We got to gather ourselves together and come together under the banner of Yahweh Shah. We got to come up under the banner of Masharala. What it is?
Mashiach Yahweh Shah.
No, I'm saying the government of Israel. Yasharala. Yeah, we got to come up under that banner as the 12 tribes. Not as Buddhists, not as Jehovah Witnesses, not as what's another religion? Islam, Christianity. We got to come back to our power in truth and spirit.
Come.
Stop hating on one another.
All praise. Good breakdown. Luke 12:32. So we come back to redeem the 12 tribes of Israel.
That's right.
You got to get your laws, statutes, and commandments in order, or you will be judged. You're not going to make it. That's why we come out here every Shabbat. We're trying to give you this knowledge. We don't want no money. We're trying to give it to you. Read.
Sell that ye have and give alms. Provide yourselves bags which wax not old. A treasure in the heavens that faileth not. Where no thief approacheth, neither moth corruption.
I gotta take your head off.
I'll be right back.
Bring that out.
This is Philippians chapter 3, verse 17. Brethren, be followers together of me.
So the Most High said we got to come back as the 12 tribes of Israel. This is 12 different people. We got to come back as one nation and follow Yahweh Shah, do the law, statutes, and commandments. Read.
And mark them which walk so as ye have us for an example.
So Christ was the example for us. We got to follow his steps. We got to keep the laws. Read on.
Verse 18. For many walk, of whom I have told you often, and now tell you every weeping, that they are the enemies of the cross.
What's up, King? You know your nationality? What's your nationality? You're a Hebrew Israelite. Khan. You got a requirement though, brother. You got to keep the law, statutes, and commandments. The day of the Sabbath. We don't eat.